What up, Chucky? Trying to figure out what's going on with my truck. It's starting spazzing out on us. Hopefully it figures itself out. Let's see if I can get this to fix. This truck is jacking it up. There we go. Alright, we're on the road. We're going bourbon hunting. Justin, what's up? Yeah, we were sick the last couple days, so we didn't go live, but we're up and running now. Whiskey, what's going on? We're gonna go meet up with Mr. Dalabill Will. He was one of our winners of a Weller 107, so we're gonna go hand deliver it to him. We just dropped off Gunner's package, so Gunner's package will be out and on the way for him. Mr. Mom's in the chat, I guess. What's going on, guys? Yeah, we're going to be at the store pretty early, but oh well. Any road rage today? I don't know. We're about to find out. I'm going to go to the Goody Goody in Bedford to meet up with Mr. Dalabill. Nimrod, what's going on, Michael? Michael's going out of town, but whenever he gets back in town, I gotta meet up with him too, so I can give him his 107. The last two 107s I need to get out is to Michael and Will. So is Will awake already? He stayed up late last night. Yeah, he's up. He's up. He texted me. Thomas Anderson, all the way from Michigan. What's going on, man? What's going on, Paul? Paul says go faster. Try to drive slower so we don't road rage as much. We have plenty of time to get there too. We're gonna be super early. UPS opened at 9, so we made sure we were there right at 9 to drop off Gunner's package to have the best chance of it actually making it out of the facility today. Got a babysitter this morning. Where are you going then? Michael said he's sitting on a plane waiting for takeoff. Yeah, I saw the Facebook status update, sir. Chance Downs, what's going on? If anybody won anything, and I sent it out, if it was from me, it's probably already been received. I know a lot of people confirmed yesterday and the day before that they've received their packages, so I literally sent them out the very next day. So I had a local pickup. UPS came to my house and I gave them like 16 boxes. I'm trying to figure out the settings for these mobile versions now with the 1,000 subscribers. We have the monetization of the channel. I'm not sure how the ads run in the shorts audience like this, because it's a shorts audience with the running vertical, but we did figure out how to turn on the subscriber only chat, so they have to be subscribed for at least 1 minute to say anything, so that's pretty cool. Bird's Eye Bourbon, just cheers to my hunters out there. Let's see what we can get. Chance said he got his 107, hell yeah. A lot of people were posting them in the Discord that they received them, so that and the 1792 Bottled in Bond was another one that was received. Sent out a couple other things too, so everybody seems to be happy. Goody Goody this morning though, I don't know, man. I don't know. Goody Goody's been up shit creek with me, but the guy I went and talked to, good news was, is he said that Saturday seems like it's going to be the day. He said it probably won't be dropping till like 1 p.m. though. That's the only issue, and I got to be at work at that time. So we're going to go out there this morning anyways to meet up with Will, but he said basically call around 12 and they'll let us know if they can, if they're going to put it out at 1 or not. If they're not going to put it out at 1, save people a time for driving out there, but I don't know why they're choosing 1 o'clock. Why not just when it's open? Ryan, what's going on? You haven't heard anything from Jeff about it? He's a pretty busy dude, man. He's a pretty busy dude. I can text him though. I'll text him. Mr. Noobs, what's going on? Yeah, I can find out what's going on and see what he's got going on. I know he's been working. He was popped in a Discord call last night, and he was like driving. I guess he was going in to do something at work, and it was late at night too. He said he was going to work, so I don't know what's going on. Maybe he went in to do inventory or something. But yeah, I'll reach out to him. I know the one package that's going to be a pretty good size delay on it is the one from Mr. Dave Vogelsang, because he's not going to be in town, so he already told me and gave me a heads up, but everything else should be out and about. I know I got confirmation from Rusty. He received his Cedar Ridge pick. I sent one to Dave Vogelsang. He said he's out of town, but his wife would be home, so his wife would be able to bring it inside, so that works out. Hey Zeus, what's going on? Mike? Yeah, we were sick the last couple days. We definitely went out, and we definitely went bourbon hunting. We did not go bourbon hunting. Yesterday we got a Little Book Chapter 8. It's like 1:53 out the door roughly. And I also picked up a Chattanooga Founders, the 12th anniversary one, for like $60. But after my coupons and taxes, it was closer to $50. So that was pretty cool. Mike said he's a fan of the Rebecca Creek. Probably going to try the Garrison Brothers tonight, and he's heading to a gun raffle today. The Garrison Brothers is, I mean, it's definitely way more expensive than the Rebecca Creek, and it's hard to justify it for the cost, but the Cowboy Bourbon is probably one of the better expressions they have, and the Laguna Madre I know for a fact after trying it, and that's definitely one of my favorites, even though it's only 101 proof. I don't think Justin liked the Spanish oak though. Don't think that was his cup of tea. So we are 14 minutes out from the store. ETA is 9:30. We got 30 minutes to kill in the parking lot, and I'm sure will roll up right around 10 o'clock. So it'll be me just hanging out in the parking lot. Result claims Wichita is now the land of Weller. I mean, this place is like the land of Weller Special Reserve. I mean, almost every store I've gone into has Weller Special Reserve still on the shelf. Weeks and weeks after they drop it, it'll still be sitting there. Jimmy, all the way from Oregon, what's going on, man? What's your favorite local whiskey from Oregon? I'd be curious to know whether it's an actual distillery in there or maybe it's a store pick from one of your local liquor stores. I'm kind of curious. Got some slow traffic in the left lane. Gonna come to almost a complete stop on the highway, all because of a Honda Civic that's above this, in front of this Mazda. Gotta love it. Trying not to rage though, but wondering why the hell they're going so slow. It's got like a football field and a half in front of them. Yeah, Mr. Mom, that's actually a pretty common occurrence with those Rebecca Creeks, is that the cork will separate from the cap, the topper of the cork, and sometimes you'll have leakage. I've never really dealt with it during shipping, but I've had people who've received bottles that they do a fresh crack, and the fresh crack is them having to use a wine opener to pull the cork out because the cap on the cork broke off. That seems to be a pretty common issue with most of their older bottles. I think they've changed some of the stuff they do now, but all the Rebecca Creek double barrels are older. The 16 years, those were like the really heavy metal toppers. I haven't had that happen to one of the 16-year ones, but obviously smaller sample size because those are $225 a piece versus, $65 a piece. Adam from Major Zero, what's going on? You got Weller Full Proofs and Eagle Rare store picks, Jimmy? I'm jealous. I haven't seen an Eagle Rare or Weller Full Proof store pick in quite some time. Eagle Rare store pick will see way more than the Weller. I've never seen a Weller Full Proof on a shelf, ever. unless it was like $500, which I don't even count that. That's not a store, that's a museum. Yeah, you could glue the cap back on the cork if you wanted to, or you could, I keep the corks off my empty bottles and have like a cork graveyard, just find one that's similar that'll fit. Whiskey Sipper says he just got back from hunting this morning, slept in the truck and struck out. Oh no. There's no way I'm sleeping in my truck until the big specs drop at the end of the year when I know there's going to be bottles. Hey, what's up, Josh? We managed to find another Little Book Chapter 8 yesterday. They had like 5 or 6 of them at the Specs in Ragland, and it was like $153 out the door. It's a pretty good price. Not bad for a cash price. Oh, your wife got a E.H. Taylor single barrel. Okay, well, I guess that's better than completely striking out then, as long as someone won. Oh, you slept in the bed and got a late start. Okay, I thought you meant you slept in the truck. I'm like, that's awful. What's going on, Timothy? Mike G. We're going to see if they have anything today, but based off the information I got from one of the spirits guys, he said that they'll probably put the stuff out that I'm going to at the store at like 1 o'clock, and I'm not waiting around because I got to be at work, but at least I can go meet up with Mr. Dollar Bill. I think we'll probably hit the specs that's over there as well, and then I'll hit the specs that's by the airport as well. But I mean, I've kind of got it down because I've gone to the stores so consistently, at least these few stores that I go to. They're all kind of on the way. They're big box stores. I kind of know the trucks on what days they get there or should get there and what time they should put out. So I don't know if I would wait around at that one specs again if all I'm going to be waiting for is a Blanton's. But I know there was a possibility for 107. That was the only reason why I waited that last time. Paid like $90 for a Blanton's. Pretty ridiculous. I haven't seen Disco 12 just yet. Disco 12 has not quite hit the area. We still see some Disco 11s get put out randomly too. I know I was at Total Wine the other day, and they hadn't had any in a long time, and then all of a sudden they had a bunch on the shelf. But they wanted like $136 before taxes for the 11s. Can't remember if I want this lane or if I want one more lane over. I think it's this lane I want. We'll figure it out. Blanton's is $68 in Pennsylvania. That's basically what it was when I went to Juno's and I got the their allocation raffle thing. It was like $70 and some change out the door. Cheapest Blanton's I've ever had in DFW. Otherwise, the cheapest I seen was like $86 and $90 and $100 and even $110 before you get to the museum stores. And I just think it's quite a bit. But I get points for buying it, so I pay the $90 at Specs just to get the points. At this point, the only thing I'm looking for in Blanton's is just certain specific dump dates for people. I'm not looking for it for myself really anymore. I like to have a bottle to have. I think it makes a nice gift, especially if you have box and bag, and if you really want to trade, it's pretty much going to break even. It's not going to really get you any margin, but it's normally trades for a $100 bill. Lately it's been trading closer to 90, which is okay. Remus Repeal, the new one's coming out too. I think the last Remus that we tried was 5 and 6. And I think we might have had a sample of 7. I can't remember, but I know we got 5 and 6 that we've tried. It's pretty good. Just haven't ever bought them. Never seen or had a Blanton's as it goes for you. It was for me for a long time until I learned that there's very specific stores that get it on certain days and times, and as soon as they get it, they put it like all out. It sells out really fast. So you gotta be waiting there when they drop it. trying to merge into traffic. None of these guys want to move over for anybody. Gotta go over at least 2 lanes. Get behind this food truck, I guess. We're not in a hurry. Taking our time. 10-24-18, let me know. That might be a harder one to find. That's a little bit older one. Get around the food truck. Going a little too slow for us. Speed limit 70, you're just doing like 50. $70 for one in Ohio. That's not bad either. I mean, better than the $86 I've been seeing them for. Blanton's is old news, man. Like, that was like the bottle I was hunting and searching for when I first got into whiskey. And as soon as I got one, I opened it and tried it. I was like, man, this is pretty good, but it's really light and thin. And then I ended up getting like a couple more to help give out as gifts, and I had some backups. And at one point, I had like 16 Blantons on my shelf, and I'm like, what am I going to do with these? I don't even drink this anymore. I drink so many other bottles and tried so many other offerings, and there's almost no point for me to even have them. So we ended up moving the whole lot, and it worked out for us. I mean, we've been able to use that money to buy other bottles and get another stuff we wanted, so that's pretty cool. Daughter's birthday, we'll pay more. Yeah, we'll hunt for it, man. Just send me a direct message with that one so I can start searching, because I even check national groups, and there's some other private groups I'm in that will help find them too. Yeah, Josh, I think anybody would want to pay MSRP for a barrel strength or toasted barrel strength rye from Michter's. They don't really exist, man. I got one last year that I could have got for like $110, $115, and I've never seen them since. Every store in Michigan has Buffalo Trace now. I would say that like about 75% of the stores in the Metroplex now, they all have Buffalo Trace too, most of which have it at a reasonable price. Obviously, the stores that have it at the more competitive price at $24.99, they do move volume and they do sell out, but it'll be there for like a week or two. It's not something that people are buying. I probably won't buy any more Buffalo Trace unless it's a store pick. Casa G says Stag 24A is way too hot and to skip it. I don't know, man. Like, if I found one at MSRP or close to it, I think I'd still buy the Stag 24A. That'd be tough. Sundown just messaged me on Discord, but we're live, so we're not gonna be able to respond to him. So hopefully he'll understands. But anybody have any impressions on Good Times? The label's called Good Times. They have a lot of like custom finished barrels, I guess. What are your guys' knowledge on Good Times? Is it hype? Cap? What is it? I'm trying to learn the new terms. Hype it means it's really good. Cap means it's not. I don't know. Maybe we should just stick to what we know. Is it good or bad? Anybody know anything about Good Times? Source bottle by Whiskey Thieves. Good old times. I'm just kind of curious. Is it any good? Is it worth buying? I got a guy that's got one. Actually, he's got a bunch of them that he's posted up on the Reload server, and I was actually looking at buying one, but I didn't know if what the prices go for some of those custom blends. Mark Duffy said he'll show me a good time. Yeah. Goofy, man, goofy. So they've done some shady stuff with wet barrels. The one I'm looking at's like going to be like around 150, 155 maybe. So the Hawaiian toasted. I was looking at, they have a honey one, and then he had like a honey Amburana one. I was just going to get the regular honey one. But I wasn't sure if it was worth buying or not. They use additives in some of the bottles. Is there a way to like check to see what they use and what they don't? Yeah, Justin saw that post. I was looking at that one. They had like a honey amberana one. I was looking at that one too. But then I saw in the comments that he had another one too that was interesting. See how long it's going to take for Will to get here. I bet he rolls up like right before they open. Ain't no way he's already in the parking lot waiting. Couple cars here. A Nissan and a Ford. I parked all jacked up. Let me try to fix that. Much better. You said they're not upfront about their stuff. The first responder one is fire looking. Yeah. Live from the patio, what's going on? Definitely more gimmicky than anything, but I took a chance. Reach out to Avoidance. He can probably put you up on a couple samples. I'm not too worried about getting samples of it. Jay Mattingly was like one where it's like there's no information, no rhyme or reason about it. They had that one hell of a pick, Longhorn pick. That one was pretty good. But I had to try it before I bought it because the only thing I saw was like it was like 119 proof, and there's no age statement, there's no mash bill, there's no other information on it. Jimmy, thank you. Yeah, we'll see what time Will gets here. Got a fucking pimple on the top of my head. People were calling me a fucking Indian yesterday. It's kind of annoying. Shit's like super inflamed. Want to try and get the Middleton Method and Madness Amberana. Guns and bourbon. Yeah, I don't know, guys. I keep going out almost every week looking for stuff, and honestly, it's getting boring. It's good. What's going on? Do not feather. Yeah, yeah, exactly. Hindu brother. Yeah, no, it freaking hurts though. No, I'm just getting tired of going out all the time, man, and looking for bottles, and it's like week after week after week. Obviously, it's not allocation season. It's getting there though. Just not buying anything. It seems weird and it seems like a waste of time, but I'm trying to make it to where it's fun. I mean, at least it's on my way to work, so that's not too bad. Justin said they had a Shady Tater brand for sure, but was really impressed with the one that he had. Heard horror stories on other barrels though. The only Amberana that you've liked is the Rio. I didn't even like the Rio, man. I passed on one the other day. They had one for $99.99, and I said no, thank you. It's too sweet. Like when I had my Rio, I had a couple that I helped get to other people, like Beach Sand Bourbon. He wanted one. I helped him get one. I took mine and I blended it with Peerless Double Oaked, just so I could have something that tasted decent because the Rio was just too damn sweet. Yeah, the Rio Batch 3, that's what I had. It was so sweet. Way too sweet. The RD1 Amberana, the Life from the Patio knows what's up on that one. That one's a good one. I do like that one. I also like that RD1 Maple as well. And I blend the maple with the Amberana, and it tastes like a pecan. It's really good. You've been hitting up Royal stores for good Dusties? I mean, with where I live, man, the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex, like even if you drove like an hour outside of city limits on any side of the Metroplex, like most of those stores have still been picked clean. Josh said he's planning on going to, where do you say, different stores.
make it less boring and see different bottles. Plan to go to one in Stephenville and get one of those Bellamy's for $70. Yeah, it's not bad. Also at early times on the shelf. If it's black cap, yeah. Yeah, you know, going to other stores does help with changing it up for sure. What's going on, Carl? Good morning, Paul. But going to other stores also means like I still got to be within like a certain vicinity to where I can still get to work on time if I'm going to do it in the morning. Now, in the future, if I can get a couple more days off, we're getting ready to get new schedules too. Like I think what's today? Today's the 7th. I think on the 21st, about 2 weeks from now, I'm going to be bidding for a new schedule. Might be sooner than that. Might be like on the 13th. Might even be a week from now. I'll have a new schedule that I'll be bidding for, and the goal is to get 4 10-hour days. That way I'll have an extra day, and that extra day we can spend going crazy on that one. How's the Doc Swinson's Amberana? Wouldn't you like to know? And so would I. I have a bottle, but I have yet to open it. I traded for it. I really wanted it, and I don't know why I haven't opened it yet. But maybe this coming Monday when I do a live stream, maybe I'll open that Doc Swinson's Amberana, and definitely something I want to try. I have it. It was very hard to get, but if Augusta's still here, Augusta helped me get that one, so I was super happy to see that and try that one. Cigar blend Amarana that mixed with the honey finish will blow Rio out the water. There you go. Justin knows what's up. Yeah, we're just waiting for Mr. Dollar Bill Will. I guess I can grab his stuff. Got my bag here. Make sure we get him taken care of. See if I missed any other messages. He's asking if I wanted to pair it up with another bottle. We'll see. Justin, if you know anything about those good times, I know you know the post. I know you've seen the post. I'm looking at getting the one. He's asking if I want to pair it up with another bottle. Short answer is probably no, but is there one that you think would be worth it? Got us a Weller 107. I just taped this on so I know who this goes to. Try to keep track of everything. You think Will would be mad if we did a fresh crack parking lot pour of his bottle? Jonathan Jones said he's trying to head out, trying to get himself hands on a Peerless Double Oak. Those Peerless Double Oaks, they like sit on the shelf here. Jonathan Jones, if I remember right, too, you did win the Dave Vogelsang sample box, if I remember right. I do want to let you know that there will be a delay on that package as he's out of town. I don't know if I'll let you know that, but whenever he gets back in town, he'll get that poured up and sent out ASAP. So just so you're aware, he hadn't forgot about you. He's just out of town. Yeah, Justin, let me know if you think one of those is worth it. I'd be interested to hear if I should pair it up or if I should just buy the one and be happy with it. Steven from Shelf Sipper says I should just crack it, hand Dollar Bill a freaking bottle that's already opened. Yeah, the Penelope, that would be really cool if I could find that one too. I don't know if that's got to be a club pick too. I don't know if it'll end up in any of these big box stores. Chill Will, what's going on? Julia says, are you Indian? Some red dot on your forehead. No, I'm not Indian. We were literally talking about that. I was freaking getting bullied at work yesterday. Everyone was saying I was Indian and not the feather kind. Yeah, that's the one I want, Justin. You want the WLW, right? That's the one I was thinking is probably the only one, in my opinion, that seemed interesting. Yeah, it was Julius. It was a pimple. Freaking hurt. It's still like super red and in flames. You hear that one's gas? Okay. I saw it on secondary for like 145. I think he's asking 150 plus 5 for west of Mississippi. I don't know. I feel like it's still within range to where I would pay it. I'm gonna see if I can reply real quick. Yeah, I just told him no. I think I just want the one. They're kind of expensive. I mean, what are those bottles worth, Justin? Are they $150 good for those good times? Trying to find a store that's willing to hold you a 13th colony cash strength. You want the cash strength rye though, right? Or you want the cash strength bourbon? And do you want a single barrel store pick, or are you trying to get just the yearly batched one? Never had good luck hunting liquor stores in the rough areas of Lansing and Flint here in Michigan. Not for the faint of heart, though. You know, the rough areas here, for the most part, I mean, the only thing that sells is cognac and tequila. So the bourbon, it normally sits on the shelf, and if they do any kind of volume, they normally have a decent amount of allocations for, I would say, reasonable price. But obviously, the consumer base that's in the area is not purchasing or able to afford those bottles or know what they even are. Your one surviving Rebecca Creek Spanish Oak appears to be at a store. Appears to be a store pick. Even that's pretty cool too. Those are harder to find. It's got the store's name on the bottom of the label on the front. Okay, I did know they made store picks. I've just never seen one before. So, and I know some of those can get outside of it. So, 128.8 proof is the highest proof that they make of their regular ones, but some of the store picks I heard could go above that. And from what I heard, a lot of the store picks were like employee only. Please do not mess with the Slurpee machine. I don't get that reference, Mark Duffy. Maybe I'm too young. When did I convert to Hinduism, by the way? I don't know. I guess a couple days ago when it popped up. Paid like $121.30 for mine, and it was that was C+S. Cash strength rye doesn't exist yet. Yeah, they do. What the hell are you talking about? Yeah, they do. They do have cash strength ryes. Only way to get that is store pick. Oh yeah, store pick. Oh, okay, you're talking about the batch proof. Yeah, no batch proof. But I thought you said like the cash strength rye doesn't exist. I'm like, yeah, it does. It's a single barrel. Just because of how expensive they are, I'd probably just buy the one, but the Stag one would be a close second. I was looking at that too. It's like the Mexican vanilla bean one. 13 Colony Double Oak is fire. They should be coming out with a Double Oak Batch 3, but I don't know when it'll actually drop. 7-Eleven, hurry up and buy. He said I would do 280 if I got two, just throwing it out there. I didn't realize I was out of single bottle boxes. What's going on, Matt from Whiskey Wisdom? Man, I don't know. He says he's out of single boxes, but I'm like, I only want one. $280 shipped. Yeah, that's pretty much what he's asking. But at this point, I'm telling him like I really only want the one unless he's got something else for sale, because not trying to spend all the money that we just got. The Mexican vanilla bean sounds really freaking good. Matt from Whiskey Wisdom went live last night. Looked like he had a pretty good turnout. I was pretty busy though, and I didn't even tune in, so I'm gonna have to watch it on replay. So kind of sucks for me, I guess. 280 shipped, yeah. So you're thinking if I did that one plus the vanilla bean one, the Mexican vanilla bean, that would probably be worth it then, Justin, if you had to guess. Did you like any of the other ones? I saw that honey amber on it. It looked decent. Yeah, you know what? I'll just tell him. I'll tell him I want it. Freaking, oh well. Let me reply to this guy real quick. Yeah, I just told him we want both. We'll see. Jeff Castle, what's going on? Your local store said he's done dropping on allocations on shipping day and he's making it random. See, I would be okay with the random day if it wasn't for the fact that it's not just a random day, it's a random time. Like this store right here, not only is it a day that corporate decides, but now it's also a time that corporate decides. It's not that I don't like Amberana, Justin. I just don't like it when it's too sweet. I like a little bit more of that spice. I'm not a huge cinnamon fan either, by the way, but the Amberana, if done right, the right balance is pretty good. I really do like the RD1 Amberana. Paul tried the very old Saint Nick Immaculata. I have still yet to get one of those. I've been looking at pretty much any and every one of them. They all look pretty pricey though. I don't think I'm going to get the Amberana Honey. I think I'm going to pass on that one. I bet it's good, though. I'm going to get the WLW one, the honey finish of that, and then I'm going to get that the Stag one. Yeah, Thomas Anderson. Honestly, finished bourbon, it's a tough one, man. It's tough. I can't say that it's worth it half the time. Most of the time, you're paying for the novelty of someone doing some god-awful thing to the whiskey because it didn't turn out the way they wanted just to make it taste better. I'm hoping that Stag one's gonna be pretty good, Justin, but we'll see. I don't know anything about that distillery or any of their bottlings. I've seen them on secondary, but I've never heard or seen anyone talk about them. When it comes to finishing, a lot of the times the finishing is to cover up bad whiskey, but that's not always the case. It's definitely a case, though. Ryan said he'd buy a sample off me if I got it, but now Justin's saying if Ryan buys it, then Justin will get a sample. What's up, T? Haven't been able to find a Stag in Georgia. I think when Matt finds them, they're like $200+, and I'm not even sure what area he finds them in. Guess some of these guys don't know when liquor stores open up. This guy like pulls up and gets out and goes and waits at the door, and it's like, dude, it doesn't open till 10. Still got 13 more minutes to kill. Still waiting on Will too. I haven't seen Will roll up in his Tesla. Stag is a tough one to find. I actually do not own a bottle of Stag right now. The 3 store picks I had, I wasn't a big fan of that pick, so I didn't keep them. I did get some other stuff for them, so I was pretty happy with that. But I would like to get another bottle of Stag eventually, but I'm not hunting for it anymore. 150, 160 is what I've been seeing for a lot of Stags on secondary as well. They've come down quite a bit. They used to be like 200, 225 all day, every day. Jeremiah wants to know favorite daily sipper. Favorite daily sipper, are we talking like within a budget, allocated, non-allocated, always on the shelf? Like, what are we talking about for daily sipper? Because for me, daily sippers is literally any bottle I have in my collection on any given day. I just pick it up and drink it, and that's my daily drinker for that day. My favorite, I'm trying to think what my favorite is, one I find myself going to the most. I have so many bottles and I don't really have backups of many. It's not Belle Mead Moonshine, it's Belle Isle Moonshine, Justin, and that shit's terrible. Don't ever mention that shit again. That stuff was nasty. I would probably say for something that I drink as often as I do, probably... Damn, that's really tough. Now that you're asking, it's even harder for me to guess on what I would say. He says right now, I'm over here struggling, man. I'm struggling. I like Garrison Brothers. I like the Cowboys. I've been drinking the Cowboys. I got 4 different years of it. So, I mean, by volume on how many bottles I own of one particular release, the Garrison Brothers Cowboy Bourbon would probably be one of my favorites. So I guess that'll be my daily sipper, I would say. I had a pour of it last night, actually. I do plan to get the new Cowboy batch. It'll be 2024, and it will be hazmat. These guys like come rolling in hot in a truck, jump out, and immediately try to run inside like it's open. Ain't nobody know that this place don't open till 10. Come on now. What's up, hazmat? Yeah, no, I mean, I was going to say the early times bottled in bonds. Chucky, honestly, that's a really good bottle that I think is a daily sipper. Just because, you know, it's a 1 liter bottle for one. It's under $30. You can get them for around $24 to $27 out the door. And for the price, I mean, you really can't beat it. It's pretty sweet and easy to drink, 100 proof, minimum 4-year age statement. Those Cowboy bourbons are expensive though, Jeremiah. So if you're trying to ask what I like as far as my daily sipper, that's like a $200 bottle easily at cash strength, and they're pretty hard to find. They release like around 7,000 to 9,300 bottles a year, depending on the batch and which year. Whiskey Sipper says he has 142 open bottles. I'd be hard pressed to say that I probably have over 100 open bottles as well. I would have to go through the entire cabinet though, but I definitely have at least 100 bottles open. That's why it's hard to say like what's a daily sipper when I don't really keep backups of much. I normally just have a wide variety, and whatever I reach in and grab out of the cabinet that day or whatever I feel like, that becomes my daily sipper. I don't really have anything that I gravitate to more than others, but just by volume, you know, I have 4 Cowboys. I got a couple E.H. Taylors, a couple Wellers, a couple 13th Colonies, couple short barrels. Just got in the bourbon world, so I'm trying to expand on what I like, just trying to get all the opinions I can. I would say ask for samples. Try before you buy. You will save yourself time and money. Skip buying all the crap that you just see on the shelf anywhere and everywhere, and really try to hunt down samples. Even if you have to go pay a little bit of money at a bar. Jeremiah said he's hunting. Were you hunting during the stream? Because we are giving away these. We gave away 10 of these. What's the cheapest we can get a Cowboy? The cheapest you can get is Specs case price. If you buy them 3 per case, they get down to about $178, $180 a bottle. So you could potentially buy 3 Cowboys at $180 a bottle. Oh, you weren't, man? You just missed it then. We did that 1,000 subscriber giveaway on Labor Day. I gave away 10 bottles of 107. We don't really see them very often, though. I mean, I paid secondary for every single one of those. I never got a single one out of stores, so I wasn't that lucky. You have around 2 dozen of your favorites sitting open at the workbench in the shop, so I don't have to run back into the house to get one. Yeah, and the funny part is, it's like I don't really have like necessarily like a favorite. You know, I just drink whatever I feel like that day, and I don't drink every day. Thank God. Otherwise, we'd have a hard time. You like Redwood Empire Pipe Dream? I actually like the Grizzly Beast, the bottled and bond, just a little bit better. Larceny Small Batch. I like the barrel proofs, especially if they have the sweeter tones. Like this year, they have the A124 and B524 that are out right now. I think the A124 is a little bit better. And then the Cooper's Craft. You said you would do that if you knew 2 other people that wanted them. I would buy the other 2 just so you could get the one at that cost. I'd get the other 2 at that cost. I'd be happy with that. Eagle Rare is a fire daily sipper. It is, and it's starting to be more and more available. Yeah, T, I'm surprised. I mean, you threw some money my way too, and you didn't win anything. Like I gave, what was it, 37 things away, and I didn't have your name called one time, and I just can't believe that. One guy won 2. Will Leamington Piper won 2 Weller 107s. Question for your experts. Once you open a bottle, how long does it last before it starts tasting different? I mean, the oxidation process already like kind of starts as soon as you open the bottle. The flavor will probably change and develop over time for sure, but as far as like will a whiskey go bad, as long as it's stored in like a dark space at like ambient room temperature, nothing too hot, nothing too cold, the bottle will last pretty much an eternity. I would say once you get down to the bottom third of a bottle, you have about 6 months before that flavor profile possibly can change drastically. But for the most part, as long as you cork the bottle and you keep it in like a dark and relatively room temperature environment, it'll last pretty much a lifetime. What are the bottles I'm currently hunting? Honestly, just interesting allocated stuff or store picks or new releases. Yeah, no, I would do the case price to pay cheaper, and I would just buy all three and keep them for myself too. Like I wouldn't even have to go in with anybody if that's what an option was. Any idea on the new Coy Hill MSRP? I would say it's probably going to be around $50-$55, but I think they're going to be 375 milliliter bottles. This is all speculation. Otherwise, Coy Hill, it's basically a barrel proof. They don't really charge anything extra for the name or for the branding. Availability is obviously very difficult. I think around November or December, I think we'll see them drop on the East Coast, but I don't think we'll see them make it towards Texas until that first quarter of next year. That's my guess. You finally got an Eagle Rare tea and you didn't even think it was that great. Thought it was just meh. Name got called at the bottom. I have a Larceny barrel proof A124 and keeps it as more of a special pour. Honestly, it's a very good pour. I like it way better than the B524. The B524 is a very heavy weeder profile. The A124 was a lot more sweet and fruit forward, in my opinion. If you want a 107, you would have had it forwarded to Riley. You know, Riley probably wouldn't have even kept the 107 if you forwarded it to him. That's funny. Pretending to be Hindu today so he can negotiate better prices with the Patel cartel. DefX, I love that comment. Out of all the bullying I've been getting for this freaking pimple, that's got to be the funniest shit I've read. I'm pretending to be Hindu just so I can negotiate better prices with the freaking Indian store owners. Got to keep corks moist though. Yeah, when it comes to storing a bottle, like I'd say if you pull a bottle out of the cabinet like every 3 to 6 months, you could like lay it on its side to get the cork wet, rotate the bottle, and then just stand it back up, and it'd be fine. You just don't want the corks to dry out and rot completely. Any thoughts on Bowman single barrel? It's a pretty good pour. I mean, it's still pretty hard to find. It's comparable to Blanton's, and the price is better to Blanton's. What's up, Santa? I've got a bottle too, so I mean, if you want to get with me, especially if you got on Discord, I can do some samples so you can try some of the stuff that you're looking for and decide if you really want to go for it or not. Let's see, I got a message. I guess he doesn't realize I'm live streaming because he's over here asking all kinds of stuff that I can't respond to. So much better than Blanton's. Well, I don't know about that, but yeah, I can see why some people like it more. Yeah, Riley did lose his Nana. He was going to a funeral the other day. He had to stop and go get some clothes. I guess he has all his clothes from when he moved in storage. I still don't see Will anywhere around here. Will better realize that I'm going to keep his 107 if you don't come get it. We're getting ready to go inside. We got like a minute left till they open the doors. The goody. Still need to try an Eagle Rare. I think you just pulled up behind us. We're going to keep your 107. What? I said we're going to keep your 107 if you didn't show up. Ooh, we get samples.
Yeah, I got some hazmat, goody, and what else? Party goody too, huh?
Yeah.
Let's see what they got.
Yeah, from what I gathered, they're probably going to put the stuff out at like 1 o'clock if that guy's right. I don't think there'll be anything open. None of these guys look like they're here for whiskey anyways.
For handles.
Yeah. Ooh. Good.
I know we do allocation drops every now and then, but it's all up to corporate now, so when we do it. I know whenever we do a big drop, it'll be on the Saturday, but as far as that's all the guy knows. So.
They don't tell us anything either.
I
emailed them to harass them and they still don't tell us.
Yeah, they don't tell me shit either. They put it out today. I'm like, but what out?
Y'all have anything to put out?
We did a drop about 2 weeks ago. It was just a little rare news to us, small back.
Oh,
It was
okay.
anything crazy. But I haven't seen anything since.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sounds about right. Thank you. Mr. Mom wants to know if those samples are for my lunch break today. I was looking at these
I don't know that I would go.
These
have
Hoot
that
Youngs, they're American whiskey, but I don't know.
Yeah, I've been seeing that around. It's an MGP.
Yeah, but being an American whiskey versus bourbon, obviously high age, high proof MGP would be more desirable than bourbon.
Right.
I haven't seen them put anything new out here in a while, though. I picked this bottle up to try with Matt, and I was not a fan of that Frey Ranch pick. I ended up sending the rest of that bottle to Jesus.
Yeah, I heard that.
He likes it, so I'm like, okay, if you like it, I'm gonna give you the rest of that bottle because I do not want it.
Likes it, might as well.
I tried this the other day too. This copper and cast, the 7-year one. I didn't care for it. He keeps all the freaking bottles like in a refrigerator though.
Oh,
So they're all cold.
I saw that last time you came here.
Yeah, they're all cold. I'm like, oh no.
That's not good.
I'm like, that changes the flavor of the whiskey, man. Here's that copper craft that Mr. Mom was talking about.
Goody select too, huh?
101 proof, $79.99. Interesting bottle shape, the flat bottom.
Makers with 2 glass flasks.
I've never seen this bottle before.
Green. What? Oh yeah, I saw that one coming out.
1885 bourbon whiskey. It's only 85 proof.
Doesn't even have a tag on it.
It's got like a plastic screw cap. I guess it's probably one of the cheaper bottles, and it's a liter. Jesus says that Frey Ranch is delicious. Blue Note unfiltered, yeah. I'll look at front. I don't know if they have any gray levels of the barrel. I got a sample of this too. I gotta try this one. Have you seen this one?
I've seen it a couple times.
$109 for some Dickel juice though.
Yeah, that's a tough sell.
I got a sample, so I'll be able to decide if I like it enough to buy one.
That's $20.
Is it?
Yeah.
Is it any good though?
I don't know.
It's $20, guys. New budget offering from Green River, I believe.
85 proof. Hold on.
Yeah, it's only 85 proof. But Green River distillate's been pretty good.
I
Almost.
know. I mean, for $20.
That could be the next Early Times.
Maybe I should try it.
Do we buy one just to see if it's the next Early Times? Do we buy the Green River 1885? $20. Just buy Everclear and proof it up. Oh. Which barrel proof is this one? B524. We might have to buy it. They didn't have that the other day when I was in here. If they did, I definitely didn't see it.
Want no Woody Creek, Colorado whiskey?
No, thank you.
Oh, they have the goodie slug.
Didn't we just ask and they said no?
Yep, I'm getting one.
So, if you guys know anything about these OESK and their cash strength, anytime we ever find these, they're like over $100.
Normal, yeah. Anywhere else.
$80.99. If it wasn't for the fact that Will just saw one, we would have snatched both of them and said, no, you cannot have one. Just because the price is too good. So they did actually have these out. And Will did ask, and they said no.
I even called yesterday.
And he called, and they said no. And yes, we have one, $81. Like I said, guys, we come to these places, we don't plan to buy anything, and we always end up finding something on the days where we plan to spend no money. Old Granddad 114's been selling out at Specs too. They've been having sales at $17.99 a bottle.
Wow.
Cheapest I've ever seen it. And they were already the cheapest I've ever seen it before. And now they're even cheaper. Henry McKenna.
Henry McKenna's a shelfer now, huh?
Yeah, they've been a shelfer here for a while for $60. Old Ezra 7-year straight rye. That's crazy.
Tequila.
No, I've never seen any good tequila here. The one time I did it was Fortaleza Blanco, and it was in the case, and they wanted way too much for it.
Oh yeah, they went up in price. It's crazy. I'm looking for the hazmat of this.
They have a hazmat of this,
Yes.
and we need to find it. 133
It's
proof.
usually a pig though.
Well, I'll definitely look for the shape of the bottle before I remember the name.
You ever had the Woodford?
Big handles of sass. Woodford rye? I have not.
Selects? Yeah,
I have not. $31.99 for a Woodford rye select.
Man, that doesn't give me much confidence in that guy.
What, saying that they don't have these, and
Yeah.
here we are with one in our hands? What's the proof on the JD? Whoop, sorry. It's 129.6 and 132.7. Oh, they have a rye. 105 proof rye. They have a batch 2 barrel rye.
Last one. 50 in the back.
This is a OESK. So not two of your favorites, unfortunately. Wild Turkey 101 versus Rare Breed. I'd probably take the 101 just because it's easier to drink. Yeah, the JD Ryes just sit on the shelf around here. It's crazy.
They might have a toasted rye somewhere.
Yeah.
Lavatory, I don't know if you've tried that.
I haven't tried it, but I wasn't really looking for it either. No picks on the Penelopes, by the way, guys.
Texas, the barrel strength.
Well, not the one they're looking for. They're looking for the fuck cancer one.
Oh, okay.
Did you hear about the Uncle Nearest?
Yeah.
Did you hear how many dropped in the Metroplex?
Something like 30 something.
Yeah. Did you hear that Jeff ended up with 8 of them? I still haven't got an answer if I need to get that one from for him or not. Some Canadian stuff. Lot 40. Comes
Like
comes
a-
with some cherries, I guess.
It's got to be a goodie.
100% rye.
It's got to be a goodie select.
I guess this is all we're getting.
Yeah.
Unless there's something else that we missed.
This overtook the Green River.
Yeah, we were gonna buy the budget Green River, but now we're buying this instead.
Nothing in the case.
I didn't see anything. Nothing special, at least. Got Elijah Craig barrel proof and single barrels, some Heaven's Door.
Oh, come on. You didn't see the Sir Davis?
I did see that. They had it at the counter at Specs, too. Someone was asking about one of these last night, but someone already got one for him, so.
Can I get case price on that one? Which one? They're asking about what?
The balcones.
Oh, okay. Have you tried that?
No. I've heard good things, though, but I haven't tried it yet. I don't know if Paul's still in chat. Paul's had it. No Disco 12 yet. Fable and Folly. Talking about that one. No R&R today, nope. Gonna go pick this up though and pay for this one and then see what else we can go find today.
There's a Green glass box.
Is there any bottles in it though? I didn't even see any on the shelf. Since they didn't have any of these in stock, is it free? Liar's fee. They pay 10% of the bottle cost.
Oh, there you go. Irish whiskey.
Freaking Spurs said no rapists on stream. Talking about Brizzle. Nope. Just me and Will. I think Will's good. He's not not on the registered list.
RJ's not on a registered list either
Yeah.
right now anyway.
I'm not on the registered list yet. Registered for what? We don't know. You guys know though.
Wait, you don't register your gun? We're all private sales.
What's up,
No
Jeff?
registrations.
Spurs said not that list, or at least not that list. Man, after someone sent me the information on that, and I shared it to the mod chat, like a couple other guys too, it blew up.
They removed the.
They took the live down. They took the live down. They needed to. Especially once they knew about it. Like once you know about it, it's like you can't unknow about it.
Right.
In good faith, are you gonna leave that up? Hello.
Hey, how are you?
Good.
Have a bottle club member, sir?
I am. I don't think I have any points there.
You don't have any points right now. 87.67. Hey, how are you? Thank you.
Thank you.
How are you?
Gonna figure out if we want to swing over to this other Specs real quick since it's like right around the corner. Gonna wait for Will. Said damage is done. Karma's a cold-blooded cunt. It definitely feels like, man, can't fuck around with that once you find out. You would like to say he didn't know, but that's just not the case. Well, it may have been, but it's not the case now. Do you want to try that Specs over there too? It's like it's right on the corner. I never see anything there, but it's worth a shot. When it's like less than 2 minutes away.
They'll be like, do you have any whatever small batch? No, you go to the shelf.
Shelf and it's gonna be sitting right there on the shelf. All right, so we're just gonna go right around the corner. There's a Specs. We'll go check it out. Got Mr. Dollar Bill behind us, and see if we can find anything. Crazy how close these stores are together. Eddie Crown Crackberry. I don't know if they have any more Crown Blackberry at the store. I know they had a lot for a while, but I think they had it for so long they ended up sending it back. All right, here we are. Yeah, that happened actually yesterday, Mr. Mom. We went to the Total Wine that I got kicked out of, and there was some guy that was pretty new to drinking, and he was asking questions, and the sales guy was trying to like talk about all this stuff, and I looked him dead in the eyes and said, "Why would you lie to someone like that?" And he like got really defensive, and I said, "You're not going to sit here and tell me this Total Wine brand is the same as Weller just because it has the same mash bill." I'm like, if it was truly Weller, it would be in a Weller bottle. It wouldn't be in your shitty Spirits Direct brands. Hey, how's it going, guys? Toasted barrel on sale for $50. Not the rye, just the toasted barrel for the Elijah crate.
Oh, okay.
I still think it's funny that they put a $35 bottle of A. Overholt in the case.
Are they trying to limit it?
I don't think so, because the other specs is just sitting right there on the counter. They didn't put it anywhere else. Good.
Looking for anything special today?
Just browsing, man. You got anything new in?
Just Buffalo Trace Weller. I have done Beyonce whiskey.
Beyonce whiskey?
Yeah,
No, thank you.
Hey, there's that one that he was.
Oh yeah, he had it on the camera, and I was like, "What the hell is this bottle?"
They got anything? Feel free to holler.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. St. Liberty, Birdie's Bear Gulch, Montana Bootlegger Collection. His had like a yellow label, didn't it though?
Maybe, yeah, maybe it did. But same
Distilled in Texas, 4 years in oak, 87 proof. I think it had like a yellow label though, but it's the same bottle, same branding, just a different label. $130 proof rye from Balcones, single barrel.
Another Texas Old Humble.
I've been seeing that too.
Yeah.
We're still looking for the experimental series of Nulu, but we're looking for the honey one. They pretty much get flipped on secondary, unfortunately, but maybe we'll get lucky and find one.
The second they hit the site, they're all gone, I'm sure.
What is this? Single malt whiskey. Interesting. The label's like, the sticker's like falling off. Breckenridge. Port cask and a Madeira.
bought one of these. I think no, it wasn't.
Lead slingers.
Same bottle, but it was like $10. Like, goody goody. One of those goody goody specials was not good.
There we go. The special I was talking about, $17.99. Old Granddad 114. Literally the cheapest in the entire Metroplex right now. Every and all specs. Most specs are selling out. People, I think, are still trying to get them and then get them at case price. I think they're still doing a case price deal on them. Sagamore Rye's on sale too for $30. $5 off on the single barrel Ryes.
Never seen this before,
100% rye. Only aged 3 years though.
Yeah, that's Is this a new one from Bourbon?
No, that's just their small batch rye. Fired double barrel. French and port cask. Proof on the JDs. 29.9 and 131.4. Bottled and bond rye. Anything on the end cap? Not really.
Wooden bill.
Ain't nobody want no wooden bill. What else is there? Have you tried the single barrel of a Jim Beam?
I know it is.
108 proof, $32.
Nothing special.
Yeah, but I just feel like as a single barrel on the proof point, that's a pretty good price to just get into a bottle.
Right. They got the Bourbon Young here, 12 years.
Yeah. Yes, sir. You mean you don't want a big 1.75 of Weller Special Reserve for $46.99? Why would you not want one of these, Will?
I don't know.
Too hard to pour.
Still drink enough for
$46.99 for a 1.75 handle of Special Reserve.
handle a day.
These private barrels, they're already trying to knock down the price. They've knocked $3 off.
Is that the one, the good one though?
That's the pick that I picked up. I liked it. I thought it was good. Justin tried it last night too. Someone wants me to get this so I can send it to him.
The 1 liter?
The 1.75, the big bullet. Alabama sucks for Weller.
We got Buffalo Trace too.
Yeah, they got Buffalo Trace, $24.99. I wonder if the Stellum's any good. They say it's $13 off. It's $41.99.
They have the Stellum Rye on sale too.
I just think it's funny how long some of the stuff sits on the shelf that they discount it, and they keep discounting it, and they keep discounting it, and it still doesn't sell.
Free with another bottle purchase.
Basically. Basically, even some of these, they're on sale. $12 off for Jefferson's Ocean. Ain't nobody buying it. All right, nothing that we're gonna have, I guess. Double check the case just to make sure I didn't miss anything. Barrel Craft Seagrass for $500. Kentucky Owl. Disco 10. Guess we can check the tequila. We're already here. Just not getting Rose Cast Penelope. We've had that stuff forever. DefX is talking up the hype on the Old Pepper. I would like to get one, but I don't think I want the bottle and bond. I think they want one single cask strengths of the rye, based off what the guys are saying. He'd found a bunch of them and got them on sale. Not seeing anything special. We are looking for one of these, the repos, but we want a store pick, single barrel store pick. I think Torup was looking for one. Some Ocho, got the Ocho Anejo from 2021.
El Tesoro. Extra Anejo, look at that.
$100 for the single barrel. I got them at the other specs too, off of Harwood.
That's the TCU.
Is it really?
Mm-hmm.
Get a TCU pick, guys, 2024 edition.
Limited
Put
edition.
it in my TCU backpack that I wear to work. Every month you camp like a tater. He's 0.66 miles from the Gadsden store, though. I guess if you're less than a mile away, you'd camp.
Some cheap Anejo.
$37.99 for an Anejo.
That's a weird bottle.
$47.99 for a double barrel Anejo. It is a very weird bottle. Yeah, here we can walk in pretty much any and every store and find something. It's just a matter of if you want to spend the money on it or not. The freaking hearts.
There you go. Some Halloween decorations, man.
Ah!
Candy or a shot?
Some mixers. Well, nothing that we have to get here. They didn't even have the cheap $20 bottle of Green River.
Oh yeah. That's surprising how they got the
Yeah, the Blanco and the premium, the 108 proof.
Did you see the Sir Davis? I missed it.
I didn't actually.
I don't think I care to see it anyway, but
You don't want to buy something that has a horse on it? You know, as soon as they put a horse on it, it immediately goes up in value.
definitely a hard pass.
Surprised they're not trying to sell it for $100. Thank you. So I ain't trying to try nothing. Ain't trying to get drunk before work. Trying to get drunk while at work. Well, Mr. Will got his 107.
Yeah, see you, man. You gonna hit up any other stores? I gotta head home.
I'm gonna go to the specs probably on hardwood and then go to work.
All right, man. Good luck.
Later, Will. You get a lottery spot this month. I forgot they do that. It's like you can get a lottery spot, and if you don't, you can wait behind the people who have a spot, but you're only gonna get whatever's like left over, or chance whatever's left over. It seemed interesting on how they deal with it, but it made sense to me. I just don't know if I'd want to have to do all that. Let's get moving. Got one more store we're gonna go to, so we'll let you guys watch the drive over there. DFX said that Old Pepper Rye, even bottled in bond, is something to not sleep on, so maybe we'll end up picking one of those up. We're going to another spec, so they should have one. Next specs is about 9 minutes out from where we're at. You said in June you got the second pass and you got a Blanton's. Went through 4 times that day. Man, some of the stores they'll let you go through a line again, and other stores they won't. And then sometimes they'll let you go through a second time as long as you don't get caught. That's what it comes down to. You'll have a video on it at the end of the month. I'm gonna be curious on how those lotteries work for you guys, because honestly, it sounds pretty horrific. It makes you almost like not want to be into bourbon or whiskey, or not be, you know, in that state if you are into bourbon or whiskey, just because of the way they handle allocations. I guess the one plus side is all the prices are fixed by the state, so you're not going to see, you know, these mom and pop stores trying to sell a bottle for $1,000. I guess that'd probably be the only plus, but the only issue is now you don't see hardly any bottles because the state controls what store gets them and how they get distributed. So that's kind of annoying. Alabama only lets you go through line one time on the non-quarterly ones. I guess, I mean, if you got a decent spot line, you get something decent. Quarterly, they pick 50 people, and you can make as many laps as you want. That's wild. You better be friends with some of those 50 people that get selected then, so that way they can buy bottles that they might not want that you do want. I'm sure those guys go crazy, though, and a lot of that stuff ends up on secondary. It's just a toss-up when we go into these places if we're going to find anything, but the fact that they had the Four Roses for as cheap as they did at Goody Goody, I mean, I can't complain. It's a really good price. And that Will was with me, we got the last two. Even though he asked if they had that and called yesterday and they said no. And here he is with a bottle, and so do I. So I guess it always is worth checking out, even if they tell you there's nothing there. This Mercedes is running super slow. We're doing 45 miles an hour. We're getting on the highway. I hope we don't get freaking rear-ended because of how dumb this guy's driving. Fourth highest in the nation. 56% state tax on spirits. Good God. I didn't realize the state tax was that high on spirits. I know Washington has a pretty high liter tax, but I didn't know it was that crazy. That's absurd. 56%? That should be a crime in itself. Let's see, this person's on their phone. Yep. So, female driver looking down at her phone the whole time. No wonder she was driving slow as shit. 56% is criminal, JP. That is ridiculous for state tax. I couldn't do it, man. Our tax rate, we don't have state tax or sales tax, I guess. Well, I guess it is a tax rate. It's 8.25%. I feel like under 10% is not terrible. We are 5 minutes out. ABC, Alabama Beverage Cartel. That's sad, man. It really is. That's sad. It shouldn't be that expensive. Got a reply from Bruzel Bashing in the Bama Bourbon group. Let's see if I triggered a fanboy. Hell yeah. One of my locals, he texted me and he said, "Did you watch Bruzel's live?" And I said, "No, I was live streaming at the same time." And he said he did some research and looked into it about the guy he had on as a guest. So he's like, "Check this out." And then he sends me a link to a .gov website for registered sex offenders. And the guy that was the guest on Bruzel's show, sure enough, same freaking dude, same name, profile picture and everything looks the exact same. pretty wild. Started doing research on it too. He, I guess the crime was committed in 2016. He was convicted in 2018, and here he is today, out and about still. With it looked like he got 60 months, so 5-year probation is the only crime. That was the punishment for his crime that he committed, was 5 years of probation. Pretty wild. JP Harrell said there's a 9% liquor tax. Yeah, my 9% too, well, 8.25% for our state tax or sales tax is all we pay, so I can't complain either here, and that there's a 56% tax. That's insane. That means if you go in and you look at a bottle that's $100, you know it's automatically going to be $156 before you even walk out the door. That's ridiculous. So Nick Payne must be an outsider because his response back was not a good look. Hey, at least he didn't try to like ban you or bash you for pointing out what you saw. They took the live stream down though. I mean, I'll give them that. At least that's not still up and about. But kind of one of those things where it's too late. You said no wonder Bruce likes Still Austin if he's running around with Preds. Still Austin, they've got a couple decent offerings that I've tried. Thanks to Riley, I would have tried them again after that first bottle. I know Nancy Fraley, one of the master blenders, she's been going over there and working with Still Austin, so maybe they'll have some kind of product that's decent. I hear their limited edition stuff like Monster Mash is pretty good, but it's distillery release only, and I just don't know if I'm going to be able to ever see a bottle like that unless I have someone that can get to the distillery for me, because I have no intentions of ever going to Austin. So the reason why the guy was a guest, from what I understand, is he works at a distillery, and because he works at a distillery, Bruce wanted to do a live stream. I guess he did a live stream from the distillery with the guy. I'm not really sure all the details. Justin said he's met this dude before and had a conversation with him and said he's a little bit off, a little bit of a goofball. We're pulling into the specs right now. They got a rum shotta truck. Anybody need some rum shotta? Southern Glaciers. I think these are the guys that drop off stuff like, what's it called? E.H. Taylor, I think. We're gonna go inside and check it out. Pretty much gonna end a live here in a second though. This store normally has very bad reception, but we'll go in and try it out, see what we can find. Need to make a Bourbon Hunter hat similar to Bruzel's. Probably put something on there too about Preds. Not expecting anything new, but we'll look anyways. Never know. Absolutely, Miss Mom. We would have done it the last couple days too when we were out and about, but we were feeling under the weather. I think we have like a cold that we're getting over. Trying to make sure we're not missing anything else. Obviously, if I miss anything, I'll end up posting a picture of it in a thumbnail so you guys can see it whenever we get it uploaded. I think they automatically upload now that we're monetized, though. 8 years, 7 months on the Baker 7s here. Got the Knob Creek 12s for $62.99. Chicken Cock Double Oak for $149. Largely barrel proof. Got Buffalo Trace just chilling here. Cases of it. Yeah, no, I'm just trying to tell you what I see. 1792 full proof. This place is notorious for my signal dropping, so I just try to vocalize it because the service in here is booty. I'm not really seeing anything new, guys. We're going to cut the live stream here. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. We did get that Four Roses single barrel pick from Goody Goody for an excellent price. Glad you guys were with me while we were hunting for that. And I hope to see you guys for the next one. Cheers.